Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Liverbird TV. So it's back to the Premier League now, and such a huge game this Saturday night against Crystal Palace. So I'd like to just, before I start this live video, I'd just like to send our condolences to Liverbird TV and massive Liverpool fan. Member, such a great woman, such a passionate Red, Leanne Atherton, who has sadly passed away, and our thoughts go out to all the family, and that's, you know, such a sad loss, and also John Motson as well. So it's been a sad day today for football and Liverpool in itself. So condolences to obviously Leanne's family, and you know, you'll never walk alone. So back to football, and this is what Leanne would have wanted anyway, getting back to Liverpool. And yeah, it's such a big game Saturday night. We have to make it 3 wins in a row in the Premier League, in my opinion, and obviously in your opinion as well. This is such a big game, and it's one that we need to get maximum points out of. Klopp said it after the Real Madrid game that it is very important that we do not let this result affect what's going on in the league and what's happening in the league, because we're on a good little mini run at the moment. Let's hope it goes to a bigger run and a run all the way to the end of the season. Some interesting news coming out this morning with David Ornstein saying that Liverpool are in the front run for Jude Bellingham, and that, you know, he doesn't think that their current plight has affected his desire to join Liverpool in any way. So that's one to hopefully get nailed. I mean, can you imagine? I know sometimes a lot of our fans like to be really negative, but I'm such a positive lad. Can you imagine if we go on this great run now, get into the top 4, and you know what Liverpool are like for doing business? They get it done really early. You're probably talking 3 or 4 days after the final whistle of the last day of the season. Can you imagine if we can get Jude Bellingham, Sofyan Amrabat, Mason Mount and Matheus Nunes? I mean, they're the 4 that I would pick. If I was Jurgen Klopp, I would actually get Jude Bellingham number 1 priority, Sofyan Amrabat number 2, number 3 Matheus Nunes, and number 4 Mason Mount. I mean, if we get all 4 of them in, then we'll be going into the 2023-24 season in a lot better spirits. But also, the good news is that Anfield Road will be open then. I can't wait to go to the ground. I'm going down to the Celtic Legends game in a couple of weeks, and obviously my sons live outside the stadium, so can't wait to go back to Anfield. It's weird living outside of Anfield for 5 years. I was literally facing the stadium. I lived on Anfield Road, and it's become second nature. You know, it's like your next door neighbour. Well, it literally was my next door neighbour. And since moving to Scotland in March last year, Anfield's become that mystery place again, and I can't wait to go back and obviously taste Anfield again. So from next season I should be on the road and driving, and I'll be able to go as many games as we can. And the good thing is, you know this, that with Liverpool not doing great, the glory hunters won't be trying to get tickets every week, and I'll probably have a chance to go to nearly every game if I want. So yeah, it is what it is. Obviously working for Celtic, I won't be able to go to every game anyway. But I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all good as possible. And I'm now going to do my preview and stop rambling nonsense like I always do. But you know what I'm like. I'm going to do my preview now for Crystal Palace. Here we are. So, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool, 25th of February 2023. Kickoff 19:45, which is 7:45 UK time. So the turn of the year hasn't brought good fortune to Crystal Palace, who were seconds away from a first win of the 2023, only to concede a heartbreaking equaliser in the dying seconds to draw 1-1 with Brentford last time out. That's 8 successive games without a victory now for Patrick Vieira's men, drawing 4 and losing 4, making them the only winless Premier League club in all competitions this year. The Eagles have therefore regressed in the Premier League standings, and even though they reigned 6 points above those in the bottom 3 prior to the weekend, their form offers no certainty they'll stay out of relegation trouble for the long run. They return to Selhurst Park having secured 3 successive home draws against top half opposition, although securing a first home win since October drawing 3 and losing 3 would serve as the ultimate pressure release here. Now they drew with Manchester United, last minute free kick by a lad that I wanted Liverpool to sign, Elise. Liverpool fans might be feeling a sense of 1 step forward and 2 steps back, as securing back-to-back 2-0 wins in the league before going 2-0 up in their midweek game to Champions League tie with Real Madrid might have had them thinking they'd turned the corner. Madrid then came storming back to a 5-2 thumping win, making the first time Liverpool have conceded 5 goals at Anfield in the competition, and reigniting the frustration that's been apparent all season long. Many therefore believe the best the Reds can hope for is a top 4 finish, and given they're currently 7 points off Tottenham in 4th place with 2 games in hand, a sustainable uptick in form could make that a reality. Under fire manager Jurgen Klopp will be hoping for yet another fruitful visit to Selhurst Park, then having won all 7 of his managerial visits there with his team and amassing 22 goals in the process. Now, that just goes to show you how the media can get in your head, because when we lost to Real Madrid, there was I can't remember who said it, but they were like going, oh wow, they've got to go to Crystal Palace next and they've got a real sort of poor record there. We've won every game there. Well, we've won all 7 of Jurgen Klopp's managerial visits there with the team, amassing 22 goals. So he's going back to Brendan Rodgers when we threw away the 3-goal lead with Dwight Gale and all that. So that's surprising. I didn't actually know that we'd won all 7 of the managerial visits there this season. So anyway, players to watch is Eberechi Eze. He might serve as a Palace's good luck charm to break their torrid streak ahead. And Liverpool have only lost once in his career when getting on the score sheet, winning 25 and drawing 5. For the visitors, Mohamed Salah has tormented Palace down the years, racking 13 goal contributions, scoring 7 and assisting 6 in his last 8 meetings. There has only been 2 scoreless first halves in Liverpool's last 14 matches. The odds, you can get 15-4 on a Crystal Palace win, 14-5 on the draw, and Liverpool are 73 over 100 odds on favourites. Players that will not play, really good news for Liverpool is Wilfried Zaha. For Liverpool, Arthur Melo, Luis Diaz, Ibrahima Konate, Calvin Ramsey, Thiago, and I'm sure Gomez, it's not saying it on my preview at the moment, I'm sure he had a hamstring injury. Questionable for Palace is Julian Ward. It's on Sky Sports main event. The referee is Darren England and the venue is Selhurst Park. So, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this game, as you are as well. Afternoon, Les, I hope you're well. And keep the confidence, keep believing, forget the Champions League for now. The priority is the league. 2 games in hand on Tottenham means we go to within a point of play of Champions League football. And let's not forget, we've still got to play all of them as well, including Tottenham at Anfield. You'll never walk alone.